Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today, I'm going to share a recipe for bread that I make all the time. It's like a stone oven baked bread, and it's always a hit. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I'm adding about 2 cups of water to my mixing bowl. I'm using a standard 8-ounce cup for measuring. Next, I'm adding 1 packet of instant yeast and 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'll mix until the yeast and sugar are completely dissolved. While continuing to mix, I'm adding about 1 cups of flour. Mixing it in slowly. I'm going to keep mixing until the mixture is nice and smooth. Once it's well mixed, I'll cover it up and let the yeast activate for about 15 minutes. So, I let it rest like this for about 15 minutes. As you can see, it's activated beautifully. At this point, I'm adding the flour little by little carefully. I used about 5 cups of flour in total. Keep in mind that this can vary depending on the brand and quality of the flour. So please add it gradually. While continuing to mix, I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of salt. Keep mixing. I'm using a spatula to mix until the dough starts to thicken. Once the dough has thickened, I'll remove the spatula and continue kneading with my hands. The most important thing to remember at this stage is that our dough should be quite soft. Don't make the dough too stiff. You don't want to overwork it. After removing the spatula, I continue to knead my dough, adding flour little by little. I repeat, it should be a very soft dough. While I continue to knead my dough, I have a favor to ask. As always, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like, a heart, an emoji, or if you have a different idea about my recipe, you can share it with me. Also, you can support me by sharing my videos with people you love. It would help me a lot. I gathered the dough by adding flour little by little. After this stage, I continue to knead the dough without using any flour. After kneading the dough like this for a while, I will continue to knead it by slapping and stretching it. Let's go. If you like, at this stage, you can also knead the dough by slapping it, adding very little water underneath. Water helps a lot. It will be much easier to prepare that way. I'm kneading the dough by slapping it. Kneading it this way for a few minutes will be enough. The consistency of the dough is getting better and better. I'm covering it and letting it rise for about half an hour. The rising time may vary depending on the temperature of your room. You can use your dough after it has doubled in size. Since the weather is very hot, it rose very nicely in about half an hour. Perfect. I sprinkled some flour on my counter. Since it is a yeasted dough, I deflate the dough first. Always deflate the dough in these types of yeasted doughs. If you don't deflate the dough of the recipes you make, you will taste and smell the yeast. After taking the dough onto the counter, since it is a very soft dough, try to gather it with your fingertips, without getting too much on your hands. After gathering it, I divide it in half with a dough scraper. If you wish, you can also prepare it as 4 loaves of bread. I prepared the breads a little big. After preparing the dough balls, I cover them with a clean kitchen towel and let them rest for about 10 minutes. While my dough is resting, I turned on my oven. I set it to the highest degree. I left water in a heat-resistant bowl inside the oven. I am preparing my bread slowly. I took one aside. I am slowly enlarging the other with hand movements. As I said, you can also prepare it thicker if you want. I thinned it a little. Meanwhile, I place the tray upside down inside the oven. After it gets hot, I sprinkle some water on it. After sprinkling water, I carefully place my dough on it. Be careful not to burn your hand. The tray gets quite hot. Since the shooting area is a bit narrow, I couldn't show those stages in detail. Sorry about that. I am placing the dough on the tray. After placing the dough on the tray, I drizzle some olive oil on it. Just a drizzle. Drizzling about a teaspoon will be enough. Since the oven was at maximum setting, it cooked the breads in about 7 minutes. I am immediately preparing the other one quickly. I am slowly enlarging it with my hands by sprinkling very little flour. If you want, you can also cook it thick like this. I'm making it a little bigger. My first bread is out of the oven. I immediately take it between the napkins. Be careful not to cool the tray. I sprinkled some water on the tray again. I place the dough. I am spreading some olive oil on it. I put it in the high-temperature oven. I cooked my breads. As you can see, they browned very nicely. If you liked the video, please like it. If you are not still subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones. Goodbye. Take care.